Hey, Spring LaFay, Simply Tarot. You know, today it feels like someone is struggling with, the question, do I truly know my worth and value? And for me, for a long time, I did not know my worth and value. And, I still struggle in my own life in areas. But there is certain things about me that I have changed. It's I feel like when you know your worth and your value, it's kind of like Jennifer over on Empress TV talked about, you stop chasing. Because, if you're steadily chasing, you may catch something, but does that mean that what you catch is going to stay? Me, there's things about me that I have changed, as like social media, for instance. Adding people. There was times when I would go through and just add. But I'm not chasing anyone. I'm not going to chase anyone because I want true love. I want real. But I want an emperor. I don't want no page. I don't want no player. I don't want someone who's going to come into my life and, turn it upside down and, done all that. Done been there. I want something real, and I know what I want. And so, when you get to that point where you know your value and your worth and you're tired of settling and you're tired of games, you're too old for games anymore. I ain't no spring chicken anymore. So I've had enough games. I've had enough playing, It's time for real. You reach a point in your life where you start looking at things differently. What you once had, you thought would last forever. For many of us, we put our all into something, to someone, to a relationship, just to find out that, it didn't last forever. It wasn't meant to last forever. So, when you come to that point, it feels like, now this is my own journey. It took me coming to the point of realizing, hey, I want real. I don't want fake. But if I keep chasing, looking for real, does that mean I don't still look? Of course, I'm open to everything, but I'm attached to nothing. So it's like, I feel like I don't hide. I'm not hiding. I'm on social media. I know what I want. My family means everything to me. And, I'm not going to, I'm not going to do things to hurt my family. I don't want to hurt my family. I want to make my family stronger. If that's what family should be, is stronger. And, many times when you come together with someone, it should be coming together with someone. It should not be, well, my family part is over here, your family part is over here. Now, this is my opinion. You may agree, you may disagree. That's up to you. But, when you come together with someone and it ends up being, how does that work? When you want true love, how can that be true love? If someone can't, the two come together like this and join families, join and love each other and love families. See, that to me is true love. That to me would be true love, because if you look at your children, for me, I look at my children, I look at my grandbaby, that's true love. My son-in-law, he's like a child to me. He's like one of mine. That's true love. So, if you come together with someone and they just pull it away and it's unbalanced, it's like it's not balancing, because, that person must not want the same thing you want. If you want true love and you're willing to give your love towards someone else and their children. So if this person that you come together with is over here and they're like, well, I'll give you love and I'll give them a little bit of love, but you're steady giving all of your love, do you think that's balanced? Well, I don't think so. And actually, I know it's not. It wasn't in my life. So, chasing, wanting has only brought me these lessons. And, I'm leaving what I want to a higher power. I want an emperor. I want someone who is going to love me and my children, that I can love and love their children, and blend of families. Someone who will take charge, and for me that would be a man. Yeah, not someone that's gonna take charge for a little while and then tuck tail and run. To me that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work for me. And there no more settling. I am who I am, and I know there's someone perfect for me. Just like you are who you are. We all have these bad things about us. I'm working on mine, and I am changing that. About my own self, my bad patterns, my negative behaviors. I've been working on that. But as far as who I am as a person, what I'm made up of, I'm different. I am, I'll admit it. But I'm happy, and I'm lovable. I deserve love. That's the way you need to look at yourself, I feel like. Now, if you totally disagree, that's fine. Everyone has opinions. All I can do is tell you from my own journey, getting back to social media. If someone sends me a request, do I just, well, no, that's not being open, Now, for me, I am intuitive, so, I go by intuition and stuff, so, but yeah, no more chasing. Someone out there, some of you, you want it so badly. And one thing big for me is you get in your mindset, or I got in my mindset, that if you meet someone and they're a soulmate, you can feel it. There's just a strong pull, that person is automatically the one. No. You need to release the past. I have released the past. I don't want my past to, because my past, it was there for a reason, and it taught me a lot. And I want who is meant for me. But right now, it feels like for some of you, you're just struggling. You're like where I was. And that's a struggle that you need to overcome. and realize, hey, I'm worth so much more than this, and when you find this person, it's like, I feel like if it's true love, things they will mesh. Will they be problems? They could be problems. But it's like things will lock together and the problems will be figured out and intertwined. That's how I feel. It will all be evened out into this perfect balance. And, yeah. So, for whoever is out there struggling, know your worth and your value. And if you do the work on yourself, if you're saying what your affirmations, if you're praying, have faith. Yes, have faith, But yesterday I spent a lot of time with my kids and my grandbaby, and it was beautiful. It was happy. And, I'm single. I don't have a man, so it was me being happy with the true love that I have in my life. Do you see what I'm saying? I have true love in my life. I have my family. And I'm building that up, trying to keep positive within my life, balance. It is hard sometimes to balance everything out. I struggle. But, being an Aquarius, that head. But, I have found that by keeping my faith, if I start getting in my head, I've got back into creative stuff. I have started reading. And actually reading and holding it in my mind, within my brain, For so many years, I would read and it would go right out the other side. It's like I just could not hold on to it. And, yeah, it was true love. That's what spending time, I'm here with my son and my daughter. That's true love. When I get with all of my children, that's true love. So I have true love in my life. And you see this, I figured out when I opened these cards right here, this card, it stood out to me, but I felt like it doesn't belong in there. I have to set this somewhere. And I just set it over here. Y'all usually didn't see it. It was like it was meant for me to just look at every now and then. For me, this is coming to that point where you value yourself, where you see your self-worth, and you see she's happy. Do you see a partner with her? No. Does that mean she doesn't want one? No. But that means that she's sitting, I feel like, in that Empress spot where she's tired of playing games. She's tired of people, that come into your life and they may say they want the same thing and they don't want the same thing. And, it's like playing games. Or players, just coming across players. Coming to that spot where, yeah, you're not giving all of you anymore until it's deserved. Until you see how I've set this card on this pedestal. For me in the past, it was a lot of putting men on a pedestal and giving my all. loyalty, love, cherishing, everything. But me, I was down here while they sit on that pedestal. Not anymore. Nope. I agree with Jennifer on that. Empress TV. Put me on a pedestal. Here I agree with her on a lot of things about this. I'm the type. I was recently in a relationship, and it was not. It did not was not long lived, but I'm the type of person that I feel like if you're with someone, you are with them. You don't have this need for all these other people to chit chat with, or because you have that significant one but communication has to be there. If you don't got I'm an Aquarius. I like communication, because that's how it feel. Oh my goodness, this is hard for me, but in a way to speak, because I get tongue tied on things, but communication is key. It is one of the big keys in the way I see it. And that's something I realize now. You see, these relationships you go through, whether they're big ones or they're small ones, they teach us something. And sometimes we close off to learning whatever they teach us. And then, oh my goodness, when it all comes in, you got to learn it all. And it's like, boom, bam, But, I have learned that if I am not receiving what I am giving, that's not for my higher good, because I'm not going to be happy. That's not someone putting in as much effort into me as I'm putting into them. And I feel like that's what we, for me, learning that. Yeah, that's been big. That's been key. So I don't know who is struggling right now, but when you come to that point of, in your life, life is short. It really is. You stop playing games. You just come to that point where you're done with games. If somebody wants to play games, go play it with the ones that don't know their self-worth, because I'm not playing any games anymore. Yeah. And I feel like that's what some of you need to hear. Now, like I said, that's my journey, my experience. I'm sharing my experiences, and yeah. And I am going to pull a few cards for you. I am. I know I chatterboxed a lot, but I felt like I was supposed to. So, if anyone, doesn't like that, well, okay. I'm fine with that. I feel peace in my life, and I love it. Okay. Do you see what that is? That's family. That is family. That is true love. Whether you have that partner in your life that you want, that life partner, that true love, or not, you have true love within your family. For some of you, that may just be you giving true love to yourself and those around you. That is true love. See, for many of us, we gave and we gave and we gave. Just to be, it not either gave back, the same, where it balanced, or for many of you, I feel like, you give out your cup, you give out your power, you give out your energy. You have, at some point, just like for me, I had to stop giving out my power, because it leaves you drained, it leaves you unhappy, and it leaves you sad, and it leaves you in these places of feeling depressed and anxious. Not anymore. For me, I feel like I have strong enough, I'm going to keep having, I have strong enough faith that I know that the person that's meant for me will come to me, and I won't have to chase them, because I'm not going to. Yeah. And that's when, I feel like that equal love, see, this ain't equal. Look. If you're in a relationship with someone and you give, and they just sit there and ignore because they got their own thing, that's not, how can that be balanced? And then for those of you that keep chasing, you could be a woman, you could be a man. If you're chasing the wrong ones, it's like holding that cup out, and you just keep holding it out. You see, I was in that spot of, I had a bad pattern of getting out of something and not taking time to just jumping in, and giving my all, giving my power away, and not taking time to heal. Not healing. Yeah, I was in a relationship recent, and I'd actually done a lot of healing in that relationship, and it was like a mixture, but I healed a lot. So you can heal being in relationships, because I did. I healed a lot of areas, but it also taught me so much about myself. Things I needed to see, things I needed to know. Yeah, it did, and when you know what you want, it's time to stop settling. Yeah, stop getting in your head. It's like, I know I'm an Aquarius, remember? We get in our head. All signs can get in their head. Air, I know Libra's getting their head, Aquarius getting their head. Lots of signs, any sign could get in their head. But we have to learn to, find things to keep us out of our head, or keep positive in your head. Stop dwelling on what you don't have, because you still have so much more. And like I said, if that is one person standing with no children, no family around them, having the true love for yourself, see? Stop getting in your head looking at the past. Yeah, don't look at the past. You got these full cups behind you over here, but it's just, the longer we look back, and the longer we look at what we don't have, that's more time lost. That's the way I feel. That's not, balancing. See there? Okay. This means quite a bit for me. This, for one, is having faith. working on yourself and having faith, keeping faith in a higher power, that you'll have what you want. You keep putting in that work, that effort, let go of the past. Let go of what is keeping you stuck. Letting go of negative ways and behaviors that are not for your higher good. If you end up sad, if you end up depressed, if you end up anxious, if you end up unhappy, how could that be for your higher good? If you get into if you get into a relationship, now I'm speaking from my own experience here, and you have these happy times, but then you have these more times of feeling in your head because, oh my goodness, I'm giving, but they're not giving back. I mean, well, they give, but they give, and I have these happy times with them, but if you're staying stuck in your head all the time and you feel like you're not getting what you need, dang, you're probably not getting what you need. If you're giving of yourself, they should be giving of themselves. It has to equal out, or you're going to be out of balance. I mean, seriously. It's got to equal out, or you're going to be out of balance. See here? Equal. Balance. Got to equal out and be balanced. A relationship needs to be balanced. Yeah. Do we need any more? Do we need any more? Do we need any more? You see, also, okay, it's like, when you learn your worth and your value, do you want the real deal? Do you want an emperor or an empress to come into your life? Or do you want more of the same? Okay. I asked, will romantic love come into their life that is balanced? Now, that's after you reach this point now, mind you. Knowing your worth and your value, and you're not chasing anymore. If you're a man, you're being an emperor, and you're being selective. It's that feel. The man is, in my opinion, the one that should be chasing, not the woman. But dealing with all these, men that are not to the point of the emperor, the emperor, is someone, it feels like, just like the empress, they know their value and their worth, and they know what they want in their life. Not out chasing around after these people that don't know their worth and their value. But yeah, I asked that question, and look, you put it on the bottom, and I knew it. That's when romantic love can come into your life. And happiness with a person. Not just, I'm talking about the opposite. Oh, see, I get tongue-tied. With a possible love interest, yes. You know, a possible true love, a possible life partner. I say possible because, still may not be one. This still may not be the one, but it's a possibility. Happiness, and if that's the yes card. That is what I have, and I know a lot of talking, so yeah. But I feel like we all need to know what we're worth. We really do. Because if you don't know what you're worth, you're just giving out your energy. You're just giving out your power. You're it's just like that song, dance monkey, dance for me, and one more time. People will come and they will take your power away. They will take your energy away if you allow them to. But when you get to that spot where you're no longer allowing negative people to take your power away, then do you not think that empowers you? Yeah, because you're hanging on to your power and your energy. You're no longer just giving it out to everyone that is not deserving of it. So that's what I've got. And if it's not for you, leave it. Give it a thumbs up. That way YouTube moves along. Have an awesome day.